Hey everybody, we're back.
We finally are back.
Okay, so we realize that there's many people watching this channel who don't really understand why I became a woman's dating coach. So we thought we would take a few moments here on this clip to share with you my journey so that you know you are not alone.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, no. So let's see, we can go back to when I was in my early to mid 40s. So many of you watching this are going to be in your 40s, your 50s, 60s, and up. And I want you to know there's really not too many things I haven't heard. And we are not alone on this,
Yeah.
ladies. We're not
Yeah.
alone. And so if we go back in time, I was in a very difficult place. I'm sure a lot of you can relate.
A lot. Well, everybody can relate with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, I was just recovering from chronic fatigue. I broke up with my boyfriend of 7 or 8 years. A lot of life event happening at that time as well. And I was like, not couch surfing, but I kind of felt homeless. I wasn't homeless. I was living with friends, but it felt like I just didn't have what I needed to have to get
Like,
up and do it
you
myself.
didn't have your own space.
No, no, I didn't have my own space. So I was also job hunting in the
Yeah.
middle of all that because I told you I had chronic fatigue, so I wasn't working. And then I was starting to feel better. And I also decided, well, I didn't decide. Friends of mine said, you need to go out and date. I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I thought, date? What do you mean date? Like, I'm miserable right now. I'm unhappy. I'm sad. I can't be dating.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Date? I could maybe eat a few figs, but I don't even like dates. Yow.
And here I am, and I'm living in Brooklyn. I'm working in Manhattan now. I finally do find a job, and I am dating. But I go on a dating app, and my friends have to fill out the profile because I don't know what that is, right? Can you relate, ladies? Can you
Yeah.
relate? I don't know what that is. And what do you tell them? What do you not tell them? You know, I wanted to write a thesis. You know, I was telling them my whole life, right? It was a trial and error scenario, which I have learned great lessons from, which is why I'm a woman's dating coach, one of the
Yes.
reasons. And my first date actually came from a dating app.
Oh.
Now, oh wait, let me back up a second. Yeah, there was a guy living in my neighborhood who we were friendly at the neighborhood gym, and he texted me one day and said, "Do you want to hang?" That was a term I wasn't used to. I'm like, what does that mean? Is that a date? Is he paying? What are we doing? So, but anyway, so we did enjoy each other's company for a little bit, but I was not, I was comfortable because I knew him.
Yeah.
But the dating app was terrifying. I learned a lot on dating apps. Now, did you ever go on a dating app except for the one that you and I met on? Prior to that, did you ever?
I don't think I did. I can't really remember.
No,
So that
because
would be a
that
no.
would be a no. Yeah, because you got married early in your 20s, like most
Yeah.
people, and wonderful, had kids and all the lovely things, and then you ended up divorced,
Yes.
and then he went on a dating app, not by his own choice. A friend actually said, "I'm putting you on a dating app." But let me back up here. So here I am out there dating, and my first date through the dating app was with John. Names may have been changed to protect the innocent.
Or protect the guilty.
Yeah. So I had my first date. Oh my gosh. This was an exciting time. I was in Brooklyn at that time, and he set up a plan. We met through this app. I don't remember which app it was. And all my girlfriends were telling me, don't you dare offer to pay. Don't you dare offer to pay. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What happens if the bill comes and he doesn't pay? Oh my gosh, let me tell you, if you think you were a nervous wreck dating, trust me, I was right there with you. And I actually did not, let me tell you what I did. Now, so for some of you who have actually read my book, and the link is below, you know these stories already, or some of them anyway. And I chickened out when the bill came. Before the bill came, I got up and I went to the bathroom. I was hiding. I was hiding in the bathroom.
Well, what's a woman to do?
What's a woman to do? Now, you being an alpha male and the kind of guy you are, when you went out dating, you always paid.
Of
You
course.
were okay. Okay.
Of course.
Did
That was
anybody offer to pay?
no, and then
Oh.
no, no.
Nobody ever said, "Can I split the bill?" Or, "Do you want to split the
Well,
bill?"
if they did, I didn't even hear it because as an alpha male, that's never an option.
Oh, interesting. Well, to John's credit, he said, "Donna, this is a date." Okay. By the way, I never offered again. These kind of men love to pay. Am I a gold
Yeah.
digger? No, I'm not a gold digger.
Heavens
I
no.
just understand that why not give the man what he enjoys, which is to take care of his date, to lavish her with a beautiful meal. I mean, it was just really lovely. I had lovely times dating. So yes. And by the way, I let him pay too, but we'll get to that. So this is a big thing. So here's what two things that women that I talk to regularly are having problems with, and that is they're incredibly frightened about
Yeah.
dating. Now, that might sound like I don't need anybody, I like my independence. There's a lot of things that we say, but when you dig a little deeper, you discover they're frightened. Why are we
Yeah.
frightened, ladies? Because we don't know what our worth is. We don't know if what happens if we get out there and nobody wants us. I mean, that's
Yeah,
terrifying.
I was going to say the fear of rejection is one of the biggest fears out there for men and women.
And
it
for
goes both ways.
Great point, honey. That's true. Now you never had that kind of fear because
Oh, of course I did.
did you? Why
When
don't
I was
tell us?
younger.
Oh, when he was younger. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had a cousin, gorgeous girl. And I remember talking to her. She was a senior in high school. I was a sophomore. And she basically said, "I'm ugly. No one ever asked me out." And I'm like, "Are you out of your mind?" The reason they don't ask you out is because you're intimidating to most guys.
Right.
The only guys asking you out are guys in their 20s because they have enough confidence to ask you out. Nobody in school thinks that they have a snowball's chance in Hades to have you go out with them.
Right.
So
That's a good point.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
it's really something because we don't see ourselves,
Hmm.
especially when we're in high school. We don't see ourselves
Oh.
as anything.
No.
But as we gain confidence, or we get out there and we start to develop our habits and the things we've been through in life, we get knocked down sometimes, and
Yeah.
we have to get back up again. You know that song, "I get knocked down, but I get up again." I sang that a lot to myself when I was in my 40s because I just didn't understand the rules to dating.
And there are rules.
And there are rules. There are rules. When women say to me, "I'm scared to death to date," or "I don't want to play the game," I say that's because you don't know the rules.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
Are you seeing a theme here?
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you're a mature woman dating, you probably have felt these things. I would love to hear in the comments what you have felt, what the
Yeah.
similarities are.
Yeah.
We're in this together.
Yes.
Everybody has these kinds of emotions. Because why? Most of us who are dating later in life are either divorced
Yeah.
or they're widowed. Now, maybe never been married, and that's okay too. Absolutely.
Well, if you've never been married, that means you've been heavy into your career all your life.
Usually, yeah.
And so this is, and if you were married or in a relationship for a number of years, all of a sudden you're finding that the rules they've changed.
Right.
The rules of the game have been modified. It's kind of like name your first professional sport that comes to mind, and then go back to the 70s and what the rules were then,
Yeah.
what they are now. They're completely different.
That is
and you
true.
can choose any sport you want to name. Basketball in the 70s, they didn't have a 3-point rule.
Right.
Football, I mean, we could just keep going on and on and on. And dating, there are certain things that are always going to be the same, but there are certain rules that have changed due to the electronic age and different things coming in. And I will say this, if you ladies will listen to her, what she's got to say,
So good.
this fear that you're experiencing, a lot of it is it's going to go away.
Right, because you're gonna step into understanding.
Well, you're
That's
gonna
the
know
whole
the rules.
point here. You're gonna know the rules to the
Yeah.
game. Exactly. So getting back to when I was in my 40s, I didn't know the rules, but I did the homework.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where I'm sharing with you that since I have been there and I have done that
More than once.
because I know now there's a system to dating. There are rules, but I'm here to just confirm and ease your spirit to understand it's scary.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be hard, But if you don't know that,
Yeah.
it's terrifying. So
Yes.
we're here to tell you it's not that bad. It's not that frightening. In fact, it's going to be fun.
Yep.
And we're going to tell you some more as we go through these. But that's it for now. Is there anything else you want to share?
Yes, if it is scary to you, again, you're doing it wrong. If you're not having fun dating, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Once you start listening to this woman right here, I've said before, she's got a PhD in dating. She knows this topic better than the back of her hand.
Yeah.
So listen to her, listen to the other videos, and I promise you, you're going to be shocked on what kind of a change is going to come about in your life when it comes to dating.
Yeah, it's super fun. We're going to continue to tell you our story, my
Yes.
story specifically, because I want you to know you're not alone. And I always want you to remember that becoming whole is the real love story.
Yes.
And you were going to say, go ahead.
I was going to say, and remember,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be that hard.
not that hard. Don't make it hard.